This is it. This is for the playoffs. With a win here today, the Diamondbacks would clinch a playoff spot in the National League. They have home field advantage in the wild card game. They're currently leading the wild card race with 2 games in hand on the other teams, so their season will be over sooner than the other teams. If they can win today, they'll clinch a spot at least. If they can win the last game, they'll probably clinch home field. The Cardinals are one of the teams they're in the race with in the National League for the wild card, taking on the Cy Young front runner Michael Wacha, who's having an absolutely dominant, I guess you could call him a rookie season. In this game, he's like 17 and 10 with like a 2 ERA and something ridiculous. But here's their offensive lineup. They got Carpenter leading off, Tavares in the 2 hole with Craig Teixeira Molina, who's having a terrible year, and Randall Grichuk, who's had a pretty decent rookie season as well. David Price, 12 and 13 with a ERA around 3. Really solid season for him. He's had a lot of innings pitched too. He's been tagged with a lot of losses because our offense has been pretty bad this year. But he has had a stellar season in his debut with the Diamondbacks. And a win today would ensure a 500 record for him. But he starts off by walking Matt Carpenter in the top of the first inning, and then they did get 1 out, but Alan Craig would be up, and he would line this into right field. This is going to score Carpenter, and it's going to put Craig on third with a triple because I did something stupid right there. And he ended up getting third. So, 1 out, man on third, and this is going to be, I believe, Teixeira at bat. He's going to get a sac fly here, and Nava's going to try and go home, but it's going to be just late, and that will score Alan Craig from third and give them a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Diamondbacks already find themselves in trouble. They do get a ground out here to end the inning. Goldschmidt handles that at first. So they do only give up 2 runs. Didn't look so good there for a little bit, but oh well. Here's our lineup. JB Shuck hitting over 300. He's the only person hitting over 300. The next closest is Nava with 289 average. Goldschmidt had a terrible year. Really rough after he probably should have won the MVP last season. Has not improved on that campaign at all. Yeah, here's Michael Wacha, 17 and 10 with a 2.69 ERA and 183 strikeouts. So he's got JB Shuck down 0-2 in the count, and he's going to get him to swing on a high fastball for the first strikeout of the game. But Denard Span worked 3-2 count here, and now he is going to walk. With 1 out in the inning, we have a base runner. Paul Goldschmidt got a 3-0 count, and he is going to softly dribble that back. They're going to go to second, and he mishandles it, and Goldschmidt's safe at first. So a bad play by Yadier Molina leads to us having runners on first and second. And then really bad base running controls here. Get Span thrown out at third. Also was a really good throw by Randall Grichuk into the cutoff man. So we waste an opportunity with 2 men on with the 1 out there. They're going to get this right between shortstop and third base out into left field. And now they have a man on in the bottom half of their lineup. We're going to get a strikeout here by the pitcher, Michael Wacha, and that's going to end the inning. Miguel Montero up bat here, top of the second inning, 1-0 count. He's going to hit this hard out to right field, and it is going to get down in the gap for a triple played off the top of the wall, I believe. This is actually going to be ruled an error. I don't understand how, but it doesn't matter because Daniel Nava is going to be up, and he is going to get a deep fly ball out to right field. This is going to be just deep enough to score Montero. Grichuk doesn't make such a strong throw this time. I'm sorry, Miguel Montero does hold up the third on that play. This is Chris Owings up with a 3-0 count. Don't normally swing on a 3-0 pitch. We were just trying to get away from him to score. He's going to ground out, but Montero scores. So Diamondbacks get a run without even getting a hit in the top or the bottom of the second inning. Price, 0-2 count, is going to get this guy to actually, Chris Owings makes a really bad defensive play right there. Goes right through his glove, and there's going to be a man on base, 3-1 count here. A fly out to right field. Nava does settle under it, and the man retreats to first base. So they have 1 man on with 2 outs, and this is going to be another deep fly ball. Denard Span is going to settle under that and field it cleanly. So we do get out of that jam. 3-0 count for JB Shuck, and he's going to swing at another 3-0 count. Something I normally don't do, but I don't know, I guess in this game I was just out of it. I don't remember if I could see the counts either. The TV got screwed up during this, so for some reason it's in 4-3. But the quality's not, it's not the end of the world. It's not like I can't use this gameplay quality. Goldschmidt 0-2 count, going to ground into a double play, which is going to waste runners on first and second and end the inning. Top of the fourth, they're up 2-0. Strikes out here. That is, I don't know who that is. But Daniel Nava's up in the bottom of the fourth inning, and he is going to lash this one out into center field. Gets on base with a single. The right-handed killer. Having a decent day against Michael Wacha, it looks like. Had a couple of deep fly balls right there. And here Chris Owings looked like he was going to ground into a double play, but it only ends up being one. That's all they needed, I guess. 3-1 count here, top of the fifth inning. And they're going to get another hit. This is going to land down in left field. He actually ends up getting a double out of that because Shuck throws it into the cutoff man. He doesn't have a very strong arm anyway. But with no outs, they have a man on. 1-0 count. They're going to try and bunt, and it works because Trumbo runs to field it. So there's no one covering third. So they do get a runner over to third. And then here, they get it just, they get it in a position so that Owings can't throw home or try to throw home. So we do want to end up trading the run for the out. And then here, a ground out to end the inning. So we only have a 1 run out of that, which is pretty good considering he was on second to lead off the inning. Anthony Rendon with a 2-0 count is going to lash this one out into left field. It's going to land in the gap. He is going to go for 2 and going to be in second safely. Probably getting on for 3 if he was a little faster, but he is not too fast. He's got decent speed. Price is going to bunt him over. So we do have a runner on third with only 1 out, I believe. A 1-1 count for JB Shuck, and JB Shuck's going to ground out, and they throw home, which I thought was a little ridiculous. But it did make sense because it was Anthony Rendon, and we don't get a run out of this at all. Shuck goes for second. He gets in safely. Span is at bat with a 1-2 count, and he is going to get that one down the third base line. Shuck is going to come around to score. Span's going to go for 2. Shuck scores. Span's safe at second. So we do end up getting a run out of that, but not the way we wanted to. We could have had 2 runs if we'd been a little bit smarter. Paul Goldschmidt here, 2-2 count, is going to strike out to end the inning. What else would he do? I can never do good with Paul Goldschmidt, I swear, in this game. Price, nasty curve right there. Gets another strikeout. Been decent today in that department, even though he's giving up 3 runs. And he's walked, I think, 2 people now. Yachty's on first. And he can't steal, obviously. So we're going to get him to ground, the batter to ground into what should be a ground out. But Goldschmidt drops the ball. That should not be an E6. That should be an E3. Doesn't matter, though, because Shuck is going to handle this fly ball in left field cleanly. And it's going to end any sort of threat that they had. But here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning. Mark Trumbo, 3-0 count. Again, swinging on 3-0 counts. I don't know what the hell is up with me this game. He's going to get on base with a single. That was a nasty curve, by the way. Miguel Montero, 3-2 count. He's going to walk. So, Mike Matheny is going to come on after this, and he is going to decide it's time to pull his pitcher, which I was kind of confused by because his pitch count wasn't overly high. He just had 2 runners on with no outs. It was only a 6th inning. So they bring on Eric Fornatero, who's had a terrible 5 innings. I guess he was a September call-up. And Daniel Nava, the first batter he faces, is going to take this to deep right field. That is going to get out of here. You can call him Longo. He just hit a 3-run home run in a late game to just try and clinch the playoffs for the Diamondbacks, his team, much like Evan Longoria did a few years ago for the Tampa Bay Rays, hitting a very clutch home run. And that was the last game of the season. This is the second to last game of the season, but principle's the same. Daniel Nava with a huge hit for us right there. That's going to put us up for the first time all game. 5-3 is going to be our lead. Here's your 6th inning recap. Mark Ellis 2 for 2 with a double. Daniel Nava had 3-run home run, and David Price has gone 6 strong, only 3 earned runs, which is pretty high, but he's given up 6 base runners to 3 Ks. It's not terrible. Oh, and uh, errors, but Mike O'Neill's going to come on to pinch hit in the pitcher spot. He's on to an 0-2 count, and he's going to strike out looking. Oh, that was Matt Carpenter. I skipped Mike O'Neill's at bat. Oh, Mike O'Neill got on. But it didn't matter because they had 2 straight outs after that to end the inning and the threat. And they would not. Oh, excuse me. Paul Goldschmidt's going to be up in the bottom of the 7th, too. And look what he does. Strikes out again. But after they got Mike O'Neill on, nothing would really happen for them. Kelvin Herrera comes on in the bottom of the 8th inning to try and close out this game. And he's got a 3-1 count. The first batter, he is going to get them. Well, actually, this is poor defense. I don't know why they just stand still during that animation. They don't like jump or anything. I don't know if you're supposed to do that yourself, or it's not how it was before. If it was a liner, they just normally handled it. But this is going to be a GIDP for the next batter. Well, it should have been, but Rendon never makes a throw to first. So actually, it's just a fielder's choice. And then this batter is going to line it into left field, and I don't know why the runner went for third, but Nava just guns him, and he's out. There's no way he was getting there. That was a really strong throw by Nava. That ends the inning, and they would have runners on the corners, but here Addison Reed does induce a ground ball double play, and that was so close. I was surprised they called that out at first. But looks like the Arizona Diamondbacks improved just enough this season to make the playoffs. They went 81-81 last year. They are going to go to the playoffs with an 89 at least win season after defeating the Cardinals in Chase Field. That's going to wrap up this episode. So next episode is going to be a stat update, and then you will get to see the playoff run after that. So I hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned for more of this series. I am really looking forward to the playoffs with this team, see what we can do in the postseason, and see what we can do in this offseason, try and build on our success this season. So that's going to wrap it up for me, and as always,